Did you know that most European towns, most of the old European towns that have been built mostly in the Dark Ages and the medieval times, they were all built around a church? And whilst some of the older designs may not be very reliable nowadays, they still look kinda cool. And because this is a game, we don't really have to care about reliability. So before I start building a town that I want to build right there behind me, I think it's a good idea to build the church. Churches used to be a really important part of history, especially in Europe. And the reason that's important is because I ain't no dang American. You Americans aren't even Americans. The Americans are just Europeans that moved to America 200 years ago. So with the European history aside, I wanted to talk about the Hebrew history here as well. Because in the Bible, in Exodus chapter 20, verse 24 to 26, God tells his people that they are not to build any altars for him, where you have to take any steps to get to them. So, it is right to assume that you would have to build your altars at the lowest point possible. Which means, for our purposes, that we're going to build the church right in this valley. If you want to know the theological bit behind the altars being at the lowest point possible, the reason for that is that most of the pagans that the Israelites used to live with, they would put their altars at the highest point possible. They would have put their altars right on top of that. Or even on top of that one. And the reason for that is because they would think that those altars would be closer to their gods. I just wanted to build a little bit of a foundation. Maybe not a full foundation, but just like open up an area down here so that we can pretty easily access and then also actually build the church. So I was thinking that we build it somewhere over there, but this is also a pretty nice area back here. Now that I have an iron farm since my last video, in case you haven't watched it, you probably should. I have infinite iron now. I don't even have to be near my farm for it to work, because of a simple ender pearl stasis chamber, which can now load chunks, which is an interesting choice, but it's very well received on my end. So, now that I have this iron here in my inventory, I'm going to be using that for shovels. I may use like iron blocks for decoration at some point, but for now I think it just seems more handy to have a bunch of iron on me at all times. Because whilst I could progress to the Diamond Age, I think it's just a little bit more fun to take Minecraft a little bit more slowly and reach a higher day counter before I even think about getting diamond armor. I'm gonna go back down to that hole over there. I'm gonna start digging. Digging. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole. Diggy hole. If I empty this area to the other corner, we would have a perfect square. But obviously, churches ain't squares. Churches are usually rectangles or cross-shaped for the cathedrals. So, honestly, I may actually go for a cross shape, which means I may have to go another 90 blocks. That's quite a lot. 90 blocks is a lot. So, how far would that even be? If I were to build the entire thing, like the entire church in a cross shape, I would have to build from wherever that thing ends to over here, and then I would also have to go about 30 blocks this direction into the mountain, clearing up the freaking mountain and pretty much terraforming this entire area. Now, I'm not against the idea of terraforming all of this area, because this mountain will probably have to be terraformed anyway, and that one most likely as well, just to make some more easier platforms for me to build on. But dang, man, do you know how much freaking space I have to clear just to be able to have a flat area to build this church on? Not even to clean up this area out here. This is just to build the church. I was thinking like maybe I should do a little bit more than just, you know, just making the open area. But with this plan, it's gonna take a lot of freaking work. A lot. A whole lot. And I got stone tools. Mostly iron, but you get what I mean. So, this is gonna be insane. Insane indeed. And now we have a big rectangle of 128 by 32 blocks. That is a 1 to 4 block ratio. And all we need to do is on the 3 block mark, put arms that are also going to be 32 blocks long. But for now, I just gotta dig. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. So this time lapse that you're seeing here right now, which is in total about 1 minute and 30 seconds. This was about 10 hours of footage, by the way. 10 hours of footage compressed into 1 minute and 30 seconds. In which, just so you know, I did turn off hardcore mode because I am done with hardcore, and I don't think hardcore is very fun because I like building things and I like being able to see and keep on building without having the importance of not dying. The reason for that is definitely not because I did die during this time lapse. Yeah. The story behind that, my helmet broke and I was fighting 2 skeletons. I was trapped and I couldn't go anywhere. Anyways, if you're excited for how this cathedral is going to look at the end, I think you should subscribe. It's not going to be in this video, obviously. So far, it's only the digging. And the reason for that is because this process alone already took me 10 hours, as I just said. Well, man, we're almost done here. Hey, I already traded with you. I don't have any more emeralds. I don't have them on me. And I know for a fact, if I leave, that you'll be gone when I come back with the emeralds. Alright, I'll go get them. Just stay here. If you're gone, I will destroy your entire bloodline, you understand? Sir, stay with 1 more minute. I don't have any more emeralds. I'm completely out, bro. You made me broke. And now for the end, I just want to say thank you for watching, and regular programming will be back soon.